We just need one more set of initials here. Quickly now, we're almost through the half hour per day where you're mentally competent and demented.
Yeah! Yoink! Yeah!
Ah! A dinosaur!
Thanks, Ray. Bye, Claire. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Grandma? Grandpa?
She was here just a minute ago.
Well, do you see her?
No.
Has she ever wandered away like this before? Only about 1,000,000 times.
What can we do? Does Luann know how to call home or anything?
She gets mixed up. She couldn't have gone far. We ought to be able to find her. My mother's gonna kill me. She hangs on to Luann every second when they go shopping.
Hey, young lady, hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Over there. I didn't. Amy!
Luann,
Amy, I was just picking the pretty flowers. I didn't.
it's okay, Luann. It's okay.
Are you with her?
Yes.
Then why don't you watch her?
I'm sorry. We have flowers at home, and she knows it's okay to pick them. She understands that she shouldn't pick other people's flowers, but she just likes them so much.
That's at least $20 worth of flowers ruined.
Well, I have money.
Never mind. But somebody better teach her how to behave if she's going to wander around in public places.
Come on, Luann. Let's go home. It's okay.
Amy, maybe we better just go home. I don't feel like doing any more shopping today.
Just a minute. You wait here a minute and don't move. I mean it. I'm really sorry Luann spoiled the shopping. I didn't want to bring her, but my mom made me.
I know it's hard for you. I really don't think I could do it, even for my own sister.
You would if you had to. About the picnic tomorrow. What time should I pick you up?
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. I can't go tomorrow. My aunt and uncle are coming in from Milwaukee. My mother really wants me to be there. We hardly ever see him. I'm really sorry. I'm sure we can do it some other time.
Yeah, some other time.
Well, did you find the bathing suit you wanted? What's the matter with Luann? She seems upset. What happened?
The man in the flower store downtown.
What man?
She picked flowers from some pots he had in his shop. He made a big scene.
And where were you when all this happened? You certainly couldn't have been watching her very closely if she had a chance.
I can't watch her every second.
Luann trusts you. She needs your protection.
I don't want her to need me. I'm sick of babysitting and losing my friends and having everybody stare at me when I'm with her. I don't want to protect her anymore, and I'm never going to take her anywhere again.
I can't believe that you are being so cruel and selfish. You know that she can't help the way she is. And you're a girl who has everything.
I don't have anything. You expect me to drag her around for the rest of my life. Well, I won't do it.
Your father will be very ashamed of you when he hears about this.
Tell him. Tell everybody. Where are you going, Amy? Amy, take me with you. Amy, I want to go with you. Amy, please, Amy. Clare? Hello? Aunt Clare? Is anybody here? Aunt Clare? Hello? Aunt Clare? Is that you? Who's there? It's me. Amy. Where are you?
Oh, I'm up here in the attic. The world's storehouse. Come on up. Oh, Amy. I'm so glad it's you. You have no idea what a shock it was to hear another human voice in this old house.
I'm sorry I scared you. The door was unlocked.
Oh, no, I'm glad it was. I would never heard you knocking all the way up here.
What are you doing in the attic?
Well, looking for stuff to throw away and finding it. Tons of stuff. I need a truck. Why don't we go down and get something to drink? I've got to get away from this dust. I'm allergic to it, or maybe all the work. I'm not sure which.
It's the most perfect dollhouse I've ever seen. Is there a way to look inside?
Well, I guess you might as well see all of it.
Beautiful. Do the lights actually work?
Oh, yes. They work.
This house, isn't it?
It's a copy of this house, as it looked years ago, when it was first built.
Was the dollhouse yours when you were a little girl?
It was mine, but I wasn't a little girl. It was my 15th birthday present from Grandma and Grandpa Trealor. Can you imagine giving a 15-year-old a dollhouse? Grandma and Grandpa expected me to play with it. It was a beautiful and expensive reminder that they wanted a little girl in their house, not a teenager who was in a big hurry to grow up. They made most of it by themselves. All that time, all that work.
Which was your room?
Oh, here. Except I had posters on my walls and I left those out.
What a pretty room.
Yes. I should have been grateful. But it was a big mistake. I mean, your father and me coming here. You know our parents were killed in a plane crash. Well, we could have gone to live with a cousin, but Grandma and Grandpa had time on their hands and insisted we come here. We had our first battle the day we moved in. Grandma had bought me a trunk full of ruffly dresses to wear to school when no one was wearing that sort of thing anymore. It's no use looking back. Besides, boring for you. Come on, let's go downstairs and find something cold to drink before I get depressed. Come on. Is iced tea all right?
Iced tea's fine.
Good. I got this tea in Chicago. It makes wonderful iced tea. In Chicago, there was this great little corner store. I used to shop there practically every night on my way home from work. I lived on a friendly block. I loved it.
Why did you leave?
I lost my job. No job, no money to pay the rent. And this house had been vacant a long time, ever since Uncle Joe died. You know, he was a hermit, lived in one bedroom in the kitchen. Still, we were glad to have him stay when the rest of us left. Anyway, Paul, your father, asked me to stay for a while and clean up. It's not the cheeriest place to spend a few months for me, but it'll do for a while.
Don't you have any friends here?
No, not anymore. It's been a long time since I left. So, we've all got problems, huh? What about you?
You'll think I'm a rat.
Hey, we're all a little ratty sometimes.
It's Luann. I'm sick of looking after her and smoothing things over when she gets into trouble and losing friends because of her and having my folks always concerned with her and never with me. My mom yells at me and says I'm really terrible, that I'm lucky to be the normal one, and that I should quit complaining.
What does your father say?
He just wants peace, I guess. He says things like, let's remember we're a family. But that's not fair because I'm the one who has to do all the remembering. Luann just goes along being herself and having her own way.
Well, family means a lot to your father. He's had so little of it.
He had you and Great-Grandma and Great-Grandpa Trealor.
He was just a baby when our real parents died, and he was only 5 when Grandma and Grandpa died, too. Those were terrible times for both of us. He had to go finally live with a cousin who he didn't even know. And he lost me, too, because I went to Chicago to get a job.
That's what I'm going to do. The minute I'm 18, I'm going to a big city and get an apartment and have lots of friends and a terrific job.
Well, it sounds easy, but nowadays they want a college education, kiddo.
Then I'll go to college. I'll go anywhere to get away from here.
I have a suggestion. Now, that's all it is, just a suggestion, because your mother and father would have to approve. I think that you and Luann need a vacation from each other. And if you'd like to spend a few weeks with me, I'd love to have you.
That'd be great. But my mom would never let me. During vacation, I have to take care of Luann while she's at work.
Well, then I'll ask your father first. We'd have a great time, kiddo. What do you think? Doesn't it sound like fun?
Oh, yes.
All
yes.
right. You know, I don't understand why Claire is so lonely all of a sudden. Isn't she the one that's always talking about being independent? So what happened to all that independence?
I can understand why Claire would want some company for a while. The Trealor house is a lonely place, and it holds some painful memories for her. Besides, staying there would be a nice change for Amy, too.
Change? Why does a girl this age need change?
Why does Amy have to go to Aunt Clare's?
Your sister is just interfering in something that is none of her business. Just because Amy went running over there when she got upset. Now Luann is going to feel abandoned.
Luann is going to have some adventures of her own. Tell you what, I'll call Mrs. Peck. You can stay with her during the day until Mom comes home from work. You'll have fun, honey.
I won't. I hate Mrs. Peck. I want to go to Aunt Clare's with Amy.
Now, you've stayed with Mrs. Peck before and liked it. I'm going to call right now, unless you want to do it.
I still don't like it, especially in that house.
What do you mean about that house?
Nothing. Just that big old house gives me the creeps, that's all.
It's all set. Mrs. Peck says she'd love to have Luann. You know, she's very fond of you. She's looking forward to it. You go ahead and get packed, Amy. I'll take you up to Aunt Clare's.
No, I want to go with Amy. Please, I want to go too.
Now, you'll have a good time, I promise.
Amy, telephone.
I'm coming. You don't have to yell. Hello?
Hi, it's me, Ellen.
Oh, hi.
Hey, I'm really sorry about the picnic. I should have told you earlier.
Oh, that's okay. It wasn't really important.
Well, how about if we get together in the next couple of days?
Listen, I'm going to stay with my aunt for a few days. Why don't you ride your bike out?
That'd be fun.
I found something terrific in the attic. Wait till you see it. I have to go now. How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning?
I'll call you first thing and give you directions. Bye.
What's terrific at Aunt Clare's? What's terrific in the attic?
Nothing. I have to finish packing.
Here. For your bedroom at Aunt Clare's.
It belongs to you, Luann. You made it when you were a little girl. Thank you, Luann.
Bring it back when you come home.
Goodbye, Mom.
We love you very much, you know.
I know.
Luann loves you, too.
Mother, I know she does. I'll call tomorrow. Bye.
All set?
All set.
So what do you think of my room?
I love it.
I even have a balcony. Come here.
Do? It's so funny being out here. Not seeing any neighbors or anything. It's so quiet. What was that?
It's just Aunt Clare. Come on. The lids have to fit tight because of the raccoons. Aunt Clare says they come almost every night to get at the garbage.
Gee, I don't know if I'd like country life.
Now the attic. Wait till you see what's up in the attic. Guess.
Bats and spiders? I don't know. Come on, just tell me.
Come on.
You know, this is a great house.
What do you think?
It's unbelievable.
It's a copy of this house. My great-grandparents gave it to Aunt Clare. Watch.
Wow.
That's not all.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, come here, look at this.
Oh. I bet there's dolls to go with the house.
I haven't seen any.
Let's look.
Okay. Hey, Ellen, come here. Here they are. This must be Great-Grandma and Grandpa Trealor. And this must be Aunt Clare when she was about 15. And this has to be my father when he was a little kid.
Hey, let's put him on the dining room table.
Okay. careful with them, they're old.
I think the grandpa doll should go at the head of the table.
Yeah. Hey, look, the stands come up.
The girl doll should be upstairs in her bedroom. She was usually sent up there halfway through dinner for impertinence. I think that's the word they used.
Every night?
Well, maybe not every night. Just seemed like that. Come on, kids. Aren't you getting tired of this old thing by now? I made some fudge if anybody's interested.
We're interested.
Good.
Aunt Clare, I really liked the dolls. Great-Grandma and Grandpa Trealor thought of everything, didn't they?
I suppose they did. Coming?
What's wrong with your aunt? She acted so angry all of a sudden.
She's changeable. But I like her. There's something about the dollhouse that makes her really jumpy. I'm not going to mention it to her anymore. Come on.
Bye, Amy. Thanks.
Bye.
Party tonight.
Okay. I left the dollhouse open, and I think I left the light on, too.
I'll take care of it later.
It'll get all dusty. Be back in a second. It's only a mouse. That's all it is. There must be zillions of them up here. Move by themselves? They can't. Good morning, Aunt Clare.
Well, I was just about to come upstairs and drag you out of bed. How'd you sleep, kiddo?
All right, when I finally got to sleep.
Well, night noises in the country are different from night noises in the city. You'll get used to it.
I guess I just have too much imagination.
Are you all right, Amy?
I'm fine.
Say, don't you have a birthday coming up soon?
Yeah, next Friday. Ellen's is the week after.
Well, how about a party? A birthday party for both of you next Friday night. You and Ellen could invite a few friends and, hey, I make the best pizza you have ever tasted.
That'd be great.
I want this to be a visit you'll remember. I'll do the shopping Thursday. Italian sausage, pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, mushrooms. Oh, I can't wait.
You love to cook, don't you?
Yes, and I love to eat what I cook. It's amazing I don't weigh 300 pounds.
Aunt Clare, didn't you ever want to get married and have kids?
I suppose most women want that at some time in their lives. I'm no different.
But you decided on a career instead.
When Grandma and Grandpa died, I got a job. I wanted to be independent. I suppose if I'd met the right man.
How'd they die?
What?
Your Grandma and Grandpa, how'd they die?
You know how it is with older people who've been married a long time.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. One passes away, the other goes into quick decline, and they die too.
Is that what happened?
Of course that's what happened. Hey, Why don't you finish your breakfast and come and help me clean these dishes up?
She acted really strange, like she was hiding something from me.
Well, why don't you ask your parents? They'd know.
Of course they'd know, but they won't tell me. They change the subject every time I mention great-grandma or great-grandpa. Something bad happened to them. I know something bad happened. You should have seen Aunt Clare's face when I brought it up. I'm going to play detective and find out for myself.
How are you going to do that?
I know about when they died, in the 1960s. I'm going to the library and go through the newspapers to see if I can find anything about them.
That will take forever, Amy.
Maybe not. Do you want to help me?
Sure. When?
What's wrong with right now?
Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Can we see the Claiborne newspapers from the mid-1960s, please?
Certainly. I do need you to sign in. And I'm going to ask you to wear these cotton gloves to help protect the newspapers as you handle them. Would you follow me?
Amy, come here. Prominent couple found murdered in their home. 5-year-old grandson found hidden in a sleeping closet.
And that's my father. He was in the house while his grandparents were being killed. No wonder he never talks about how they died.
Listen, the Trealor's granddaughter, Claire, discovered the body of Margaret Trealor in the parlor of the Trealor home when she returned from attending a motion picture with friends. She then discovered another body, that of James Trealor, in the couple's upstairs bedroom. She searched frantically throughout the house for her younger brother, Paul. When she couldn't find him, she feared he'd been kidnapped. Finally, she discovered the boy asleep and unharmed in a small closet next to the parlor, only a few feet from his grandmother's body. Authorities state that currently there are no suspects.
Think of what it must have been like, coming home and finding them like that.
Let's try the next day.
Look, victim's granddaughter in shock. Claire Trealor is under a doctor's care after being told that her boyfriend, Thomas Keaton, was killed in a one-car wreck on Highway 131 the night of her grandparents' murder. The car was traveling north at what appeared to be a high rate of speed when it skidded off the road and hit a tree.
Her boyfriend and her grandparents killed on the same night?
And guess who keeps asking her dumb questions about it? Me.
Let's keep going to see if they caught the killer.
The library will be closing in a half an hour, girls.
Oh, I gotta go. My parents wanted me home early for dinner.
I'm gonna keep looking. I'll stay till they close.
Okay, call me.
Bye.
Bye.
It's closing time, dear. Did you find what you wanted?
Some of the things I was looking for. Not everything. Thank you.
I hope you're starved. This is a favorite recipe of mine, but it's too much trouble to make if I'm just cooking for myself.
Everything looks so beautiful.
Well, Your father and I have decided to auction off the furniture we don't want. And then we're going to sell this house. Oh, what a relief it'll be. I'll feel like a new woman. And I'll have some money, too. Meanwhile, I'm glad we're going to throw a party before we say goodbye to the old place.
That reminds me. I have to go home tomorrow to pick up some tapes for the party.
Oh, I was supposed to tell you to call Luann as soon as you got home.
Is anything wrong?
Oh, no, I don't think so, but it's hard to tell, isn't it?
It's just that when she has something on her mind, she gets excited and can't think of anything else.
You're an understanding sister.
No, I'm not. I'm a terrible sister. I better call her right after dinner.
Hello?
It's Amy, Luann.
I know how to weave. I made a pot holder.
That's terrific.
Mrs. Peck taught me. She taught me, and she taught her granddaughter Marissa at the same time. My pot holder is prettier than Marissa's. I'll make you one.
You can make one for Aunt Clare, too.
Amy, when are you coming home?
I'm stopping by tomorrow to pick up some tapes for myself so I can listen to music. I'll see you then, okay? Tell Mom.
Okay. Goodbye. Hello?
Hi, Ellen. Say, I checked out the next 6 weeks. The police questioned the cleaning lady who came in 3 times a week, and the handyman who did some chores around the house and the yard, but no one was arrested. I'll go back to the library and check out the next 6 months or so.
Amy, maybe the killer's still here in Claiborne. I mean, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to stay way out there in that old house. He might come back.
After 30 years?
I wouldn't want to live in a place where people were murdered. It might be haunted.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Amy! Amy? Amy, are you there? Amy?
I have to go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm taking this stuff up to the attic. You must have a lot more telephoning to do. Everyone likes to hear about gory murders.
I wasn't gossiping, Aunt Clare. I wanted to find out what happened. No one would tell me. Besides, Ellen's the only one who knows. She was with me at the library when I found the stories in the newspaper.
Don't bother to apologize. And I'll save you some time. The police never found out who did it.
Sorry, Aunt Clare. I didn't mean to hurt you. Aunt Clare! Aunt Clare, are you all right? Aunt Clare!
How could you? How could you do such a cruel and ugly thing?
Do what?
Place the dolls in the rooms where people were murdered.
This is unforgivable, Amy. I suppose you have a right to know our miserable family history, but to make a game out of their deaths.
I didn't. Ellen and I put all the dolls around the dining room table. Except that yesterday...
Don't make it worse by lying.
I closed the front. I know I did. I didn't put the dolls where they are now. I swear I didn't.
Who moved them then? I would appreciate it if you would place the dolls back in the box where you found them and leave them there permanently.
I had to find out what had happened. That's why I went to the library. You wouldn't talk about it, and neither would my folks. And I didn't move the dolls. swear I didn't. Aunt Clare?
If you didn't move them, who did? Tell me, Amy, who did?
There's nobody here but the two of us, Aunt Clare.
Oh, it's those blasted raccoons again.
Aunt Clare, I saw the doorknob turn.
I'm sorry. I just peeked in to see if you were asleep. I guess I wanted to talk. I am so sorry I blew up at you. You don't have to lie to me, you know. We're friends. We should be able to be honest with each other.
You still think I'm lying?
Kids see so much violence in movies and television these days. I can understand how you must be fascinated by it. It's just... seeing the dolls put in the rooms where Grandma and Grandpa were found. It brings back a lot of pain. This was an unhappy house. One day, I met a man Grandma and Grandpa didn't like at all. His name was Tom Keaton. He was a liar.
I was actually unfortunate. I lost some of my best friends. You're lucky that I'm here. Thank you very much, sweetheart. You're lucky that I'm actually here with you today.
He drank too much.
Actually, I was shot. I was trying to save one of my friends' life.
He was a compulsive gambler.
What do you want? You good?
One. One.
Ray.
One card.
I'll buy the 8 off your hand. Can I buy your 8?
This guy doesn't know how to deal.
What's she telling you, Tom?
What do you mean?
She can see my cards, and you've been winning all night.
You calling me a cheat?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, come on now.
And he liked to fight.
Mark, finish your drink. Cool it, guys. Hold on. Mark.
Come on, let's have a good time. Come on.
Are you all right?
Come on, sit down. Let's finish
Yeah,
the
I'm all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay.
He was just the kind of thing a confused young girl needed. But I was fascinated by him. He was awful, but I couldn't help myself. Oh, well, it's all in the past. Go back to sleep.
Friends?
Friends.
Amy, come here. Look what I made today. Here, sit down. Look. I made a puppet today. It's so cute. Look at him. Isn't he nice, Amy? Isn't he?
He's very nice.
Mrs. Peck showed us how. I love Mrs. Peck. We make things almost every day.
Every afternoon, they decide what they're going to do the next day. Luann can hardly wait to get there.
Tomorrow, we're going on a bus to the shopping center.
Mrs. Peck thinks that Luann should learn to take the bus herself.
Luann can't. She'll get lost.
I will not. I will not. I can do it. I can. I can do it.
Calm down, Luann. I don't think that Mrs. Peck really understands Luann's limitations.
I'd better go. I promised Aunt Clare I'd be back early so we can get ready for the party.
Party? What party? Mom, I want to go to the party.
Amy's just going to have a few friends over at Aunt Clare's tomorrow evening. It's nothing special. We're going to have her real birthday party when she comes home.
I want to go to the party at Aunt Clare's. Mom, I want to go to that party.
Well, you can't. I have to go. Say hello to Dad for me.
I'll be right back. Amy, I'll have your birthday cake ready tomorrow afternoon. Your father has a weekend seminar in Madison, so he'll drop it by then.
Thanks, Mom.
It seems like such a little thing, you know, including your sister and your birthday party. But I suppose it's your decision.
Well, what about you? Talking about Luann right in front of her where she can hear you. Don't you care how she feels?
That's enough, Amy. Maybe none of us are particularly careful about what we say in front of Luann. Amy, when Claire leaves, where will you run then?
This is really good. Ellen will go crazy. Caramel corn is her favorite thing in the whole world.
Good.
So what else are we going to have besides pizza?
Well, fudge, tons of fudge, and how about egg rolls?
Pizza?
You're right. Terrible idea. It's just that I love egg rolls.
So what else can I do to help?
Well, why don't you cut the lemons for the lemonade?
Okay.
So how did it go at home today?
Don't ask.
Oh. Well, how's Luann coming along with the babysitter?
They make things. She thinks Luann should start doing things on her own.
What kind of things?
Like taking the bus. She can't do it. She'll get lost.
How do you know?
You've seen her.
You know, your mother and I have never agreed about Luann. I've always felt you've underestimated her, what she's capable of doing. You guys protect her so much that she's never even been challenged.
We know her better than anybody else.
Luann has got to learn to become independent, to be her own person. Oh, you know what? There's something we ought to do before the party. If Ellen's going to spend the night, we should get her an extra blanket. Now, up in the attic, there's a chest full of blankets and comforters. Would you go up and get one for me, please?
It's been warm out. She might not even want a blanket.
Well, there should be one, just in case.
Well, I'm not sure I can find the chest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go up to the top of the stairs, just to the left. It's a big wooden box. You can't miss it. Oh, just a minute. Here, take this just in case you need the light. Thanks, honey.
I'm not going to look at the dollhouse. I'm definitely not going to look at the dollhouse. I'm just going to open the trunk and take out a blanket. Morning.
Happy birthday, Amy. You don't look good. Oh, no. Don't tell me you're coming down with something, not on the day of your party.
I'm fine. I just didn't sleep well, that's all.
Well, why not, for heaven's sake?
I guess I was just excited about the party.
Good.
You know, it's really nice of you to do all this for Ellen and me.
Well, you know I love it. And it'll be nice having Ellen spend the night. Did you air out the blanket? You did get the blanket for Ellen.
It was so dark last night. I decided to wait.
Well, last night I was tired, but today I'm bursting with energy. I'll go get it.
No, wait. I'll get it. I'll get it right now.
All right.
I don't want Aunt Clare to think I opened the dollhouse. I don't want her to think I put the dolls in the dollhouse. But Aunt Clare, I never touched them. Do you think she'd ever believe me? Just where I thought you'd be. Amy! I'll be right down.
Amy, do you remember your mother's friend Barbara?
Barbara?
She lives in Sun Prairie. Well, she called your mother early this morning and asked if she could come and help her for a couple of days. Her husband has to have surgery, and she has 2 small children.
Aunt Clare, what are you talking about?
Oh, your mother felt she couldn't refuse, and with your father gone, she tried to get Mrs. Peck, but she's not available this weekend.
It's Luann, isn't it?
Your mother had to get going right away. She just left a minute or so ago.
I bet she was in a hurry to get away. And you had no idea she was dropping Luann off. It was a big surprise.
No, she called me earlier this morning.
And you didn't bother to tell me?
Amy! I came to the party.
Luann brought the cake in. It's over there on the counter in a box. Go look at it, Amy. It's so pretty.
I bet there's nothing wrong with Barbara's husband, or whoever's husband it is.
Amy, you don't believe that.
Yes, I do. She's lying.
My mother doesn't care what I want. Ever. I want to go home. I don't like it here. You're mean, Amy. I hate you all. I hate you too, Amy. I hate you.
Amy, they'll be here soon.
Aunt Clare, I'm sorry for the way I acted earlier. I just don't like being tricked.
I'm sure nobody's trying to trick you. You look beautiful. Come on, party girl. Time to help. I have something for you to put on. And you can spoon the tomato sauce over the crust.
I've been helping Aunt Clare, Amy. I've been helping with the cheese. I'm going to tell everyone at the party that I helped with the cheese.
Luann, I wish you'd
One thing to remember at the party, Luann. The girls will all have things to talk about, so much of the time you need to sit still and be a good listener.
I can't talk?
Yes, you can, but not all the time.
Amy, I brought my puppet. I can show it at the party. Would it be all right if I showed my puppet?
Of course it would, Luann.
Where will I sleep tonight, Aunt Clare?
Well, I suppose we could open up another bedroom. We'll get some more bedding from the attic.
No! She can sleep with me. Otherwise, she might wake up during the night, try to find me, and get mixed up in this strange house.
I won't get mixed up. I won't.
It's a nice room, Luann. It's the first one at the top of the front stairs. Go up and look at it. And bring your bag with you. It's time to get ready for the party.
You know, I feel sorry for Luann tonight. She knows she wasn't invited to the party. I told her everything would be all right.
Don't worry. It will be.
Okay.
And many more.
Okay, girl. All right. Here we go. Make a wish before you blow out these candles. Happy birthday.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Our team was so bad.
I know.
We lost by about $1 million. I know. I was so disappointed.
Amy, I love this old house. It's just like a movie set. For a ghost story. Hey, do you guys want to listen to some music?
Sure. Your eyes look funny. They look like they have crayon on them.
I know I haven't got it right. I sometimes put too much makeup on.
You're pretty anyways. And you're nice.
And I like you too, Luann. Hey, I know a good song to sing in a scary house. What? It's called The Ghost of John. I know that. Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones with the rest all gone. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Have you seen the ghost of John? Have you seen the rest of John? Long white bones with the rest all gone. Wouldn't it be chilly?
want to sing more.
Hey, you guys. You know, there's a dollhouse in the attic.
Really?
Yeah. It's an exact model of the house we're in right now. It's probably worth thousands.
Where's the dollhouse? Amy, I want to go see it. It's Aunt Clare's. I don't think she'd want us all up there.
We can just ask her. Ask what? If we could show everyone the dollhouse. I already told them how beautiful it is. You wouldn't mind if we just took a quick look, would you? Please?
Well, I suppose if you really want to.
Thank you. Come on, you guys. Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, Amy.
Oh, it's so pretty, you guys.
Whoa. Oh, my God. It's pretty.
Peek in the windows. Amy and I, we put all the dolls around the dining room table. They look just like real people sitting there. Amy, why don't you open the front and turn the lights on?
I don't think I'd better.
Oh, come on, please.
I want to see. Please, Amy, please. I want to see inside. Okay. Yes. Oh, look at all the furniture.
Hey, guys. The door opens.
Oh, look at this.
Amy, you moved the dolls around. See, we used to have them around the dining room table, but... Oh, well.
Oh, my God. It's just like the other
Amy, what's going on?
We better get down. It's getting late. It's getting really late. Come on, we have to. So little. So pretty. Come on, man. Let's go. I love the dollhouse. Goodbye, dolls. Goodbye, dollhouse.
I know. You know, it was really nice of your aunt to give us that party.
Good night, Ellen.
Night. See you in the morning.
I like the party. I like Kathy, too. She's my friend. She's gonna take me to the museum sometime. Well, I'll take you. I didn't know you wanted to go. Neither did I. Kathy says that the museum has dolls and dollhouses. I love dollhouses. I can take you to the library, too. We can look for books about dollhouses. That'd be great. Luann? 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 Amy? Look at the poor dolly. Poor dolly's crying. That's not the dolly crying. Don't be silly. It is. Listen. Amy? Why is she crying? I don't know. Luann, get up. We have to get out of here. Getting dark. Why, Amy? I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's get out of here.
Your mother called, Ellen. She's on her way. Are you packed?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Aunt Clare?
I'm sure if you think about it, you'll know very well what's wrong.
I'll go get my bag.
Is it the dollhouse?
Let's talk about it after Ellen leaves. There's been too much talk in front of strangers already.
Ellen, your mom's here.
Bye, Miss Trealor. Thanks for the lovely party. Bye, Amy. See you next week. Bye, Luann.
How could you?
What? What did I do?
I told you how I felt about placing the dolls in rooms where people were murdered. And yet you went right up there and did it again last night so you could show off for your friends.
I never once put the dolls in those rooms.
I went up to put Ellen's blanket away, and the dollhouse was standing open. And the dolls were in the bedroom, in the parlor, in the desk. That was the worst. What were you doing? Trying to put on a play for your friends?
What desk?
You know what I'm talking about. The desk in the parlor was pushed in front of the door to try to keep him out. I don't know where that old lady got the strength. Didn't stop him, but she tried. You and Ellen learned all the revolting details, didn't you?
The dollhouse desk was in front of the door?
As if you didn't know.
I didn't touch the desk. I didn't even know about the desk.
Why must you keep lying to me?
Amy doesn't lie. I don't like you.
Sit down, Luann. I am talking to your sister.
I saw the poor dolly. I heard the dolly crying.
What are you talking about?
The poor dolly crying. Aunt Clare, I never put the dolls in those rooms or in the closet.
How did they get there then? By themselves? Or maybe we have ghosts. Is that it, Amy? Ghosts?
Something really strange is happening. The dollhouse lights up by itself. The dolls move.
By themselves?
Yes, by themselves.
Be serious, Amy.
I saw it. Me too. I saw it too. Last night, Luann went up to the attic after we were all asleep. I woke up and went to get her. The dollhouse was open. There was a light inside. And the grandma doll was crying. I heard it. The books, Amy. Don't forget the books. Yes, the books. Falling from the shelves by themselves. And I've seen the dolls move by themselves. I'm sorry, Aunt Clare.
I didn't want to tell you. I knew you'd be upset.
I'd like to think you weren't lying to me, but if what you say is true, if it's true...
If it's true, then what?
I don't understand.
What else happened?
Happened?
To make you feel like this.
Tom came to pick me up one afternoon.
In our small town, my grandparents had seen Tom around, and they knew of him by reputation. That's why they didn't approve of my seeing him. But this was the first time I let Tom come to the house. I thought if I got them together, everything would be all right.
How are you?
To put it mildly, it was a big mistake. I should have known better.
My little brother, Pa. Pa, this is Tom.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Whoa, good grip.
These are my grandparents.
Whoa. Hey.
You shouldn't come falling in this condition, young man.
Okay. Just give me a kiss, baby.
Tom, no.
Hey, no,
Stop,
no.
please.
Out. Get out of my house.
Don't get pushy with me, Gramps. Nobody tells me what
Please,
to do.
please.
Hey, stop it. Hey, Gramps, don't tell me what to do.
Hey, stop that. You better leave right now.
The handyman hadn't been working in the yard that day and heard the argument.
I love you, baby.
I don't know what would have happened.
Go along, little soldier.
Bye.
They told me I couldn't see him again, but I was in open rebellion. We fought for months over him. It was awful. The more they tried to keep me home, the more they treated me as a prisoner, the more determined I was to be with him. I told them I hated them. They died thinking I hated them.
You can't blame yourself after all this time.
Oh, yes, I can. Tom wanted to get married, but I kept putting him off. Even then, I knew in the back of my mind it would be a big mistake. But I was too stubborn to stop seeing him. He blamed them for influencing me. He blamed them for turning the town against him. And then he'd get drunk and he'd say that he was going to go back to the house and settle things with them. I thought it was just talk. Drunken, rambling talk. A way of getting at me. And then they were killed.
So you think...
I think nothing. The past is dead, and it's best left that way.
Amy, I want to go home. I don't like it here.
You can't. There's no one there. Mom and Dad wouldn't want us there alone.
I don't care. I want to go.
Not yet. Maybe tomorrow. I don't want to leave tonight.
Amy, telephone.
Hello?
Amy, it's Mom. I'm still in Sun Prairie. I wanted to call you earlier, but it's been a very difficult 24 hours. John is terribly ill. However, the doctors are more encouraging today than they were last night.
John?
Barbara's husband.
Oh, you're really there.
Listen, I am very sorry about yesterday, but there was really nothing else I could do with your father out of town and Mrs. Peck tied up for the weekend.
That's okay.
So how was the party? Or shouldn't I ask?
It was great.
And Luann?
She was fine. Really, she was. The girls seem to like her.
Good. Listen, Barbara's sister gets in the morning, so I should be home in the afternoon. Are you sure you two are all right?
We're fine.
Love you.
I love you too, Mom. Bye.
Amy?
Go back to sleep.
Where are you going?
I'll be back in a minute.
You're going to see the dollhouse. That's where you're going, isn't it?
I have to see what happens. I think the dollhouse is trying to tell us something.
I'm coming with you.
No, Luann. You wait for me here.
I loved that dollhouse. But now I think it's bad. I don't want you to go up there alone. I'm coming with you.
Come on, then. It's starting.
Poor Dolly. Amy! Footsteps! Someone's walking on the stairs!
Aunt Clare? Is that you? Aunt Clare?
No! It's in here! Someone's walking on the stairs in here!
I don't want to see the murder. I don't want to see the murder. I don't want to see the murder. Aunt Clare, come here, hurry.
What is it, Amy?
It's the books.
What books?
The grandma doll touched them again tonight. She's trying to tell us something.
That she hated Tom and despised me.
No, that she hid something in the books in the parlor. Maybe a note. Come on. Come on, hurry.
These books haven't been touched in years.
The grandma doll. She put her arm up like this. Let's start here. Take out the books. Shake them. There might be something hidden in the pages.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Books all over. Books. And a letter. A letter. It was in the book.
That's Grandma's handwriting. I'd know it anywhere. You read it, Amy. I can't.
He killed James.
That's Grandpa.
He's going to kill me, too. He wants money. He thinks we've hidden money in the house. We've always been so generous to Reuben.
Reuben? Reuben Miller?
Oh, God, please don't let Paul wake up. That's all there is. The last line's hard to read.
Let me see it, please. Reuben Miller. It's hard to believe. He was the handyman. Worked for my grandparents for years. He was so quiet, so dependable. He used to give Paul piggyback rides. The police questioned him, but he seemed so outraged at the killings. And his wife swore he was home that night.
Well, where's he now?
Dead. Long dead. He died in bed. Peacefully. Different death than my grandparents died. Tom didn't kill my grandma and grandpa. It's not my fault they died.
Look. The book Luann found the note in is called A Doll's House and Ghosts. 2 plays by Hendrik Ibsen. So all this time you thought your boyfriend Tom did it?
I was sure Tom did it. After he was killed in that wreck, the police questioned his friends. Some said that he was with them that night playing cards. I thought they were lying, covering for him. They were, like Tom, not very nice people. So I went through all those years thinking that my grandparents died because of me. Years of guilt. I carried that guilt to Chicago and I brought it back here.
Is it gone now?
Yes, Amy. It's gone. And the house seems so peaceful now. I went up to the attic this morning and even the dolls seemed at rest. I'm almost sorry we're going to sell the old place. Luann, you were very brave last night.
You were braver than I was. I was scared. So was I.
Why don't you go upstairs and get your things? Amy's already packed and your mother and father will be here soon. Amy, I guess you realize now that Luann has a lot to offer. And she should have a chance to develop that and meet other people.
My mom says that we should take care of Luann ourselves. I sort of think we should too, even though I really get sick of it.
I'm going to say one more thing and then I'll be quiet. Now, I know I don't have children, but I am an expert on guilt feelings. And I think that your mother and you and your father all feel guilty about Luann's condition. It's understandable, although there's no real reason for you to feel that way.
I guess so, but there's more to it than that.
Love, maybe?
Maybe that's it. Mom and Dad are here. Oh.
Amy, later, when we're alone, I'm going to show your father the note. I don't think I'll tell him how he found it. Well, you can if you want to. That'll be up to you.
Watch your fingers.
Well, we'd better head for home. It's been a long weekend. Paul, before you leave, there's something I want to show you. It's in the attic.
This way. I know what it is. It's up here.
I bet you forgot this even existed, Paul.
Oh, Claire, it's gorgeous.
It was mine, but it was never really appreciated. I'd like to give it to the girls if they want it.
Really? I think Luann should have it. She deserves the dollhouse, unless she doesn't like it anymore.
I love the dollhouse again. I do.
Claire, it's just too expensive. Luann might break things.
The dollhouse is really mine?
If your mother and father agree.
I'm sure she'll take care of it. They seem happy, don't they? Like a real family.